Are you still quoting 30-year-old movies? Have you said cool beans in the past 90 days? Do you think Discover isn't widely accepted? If this sounds like you, you're stuck in the past. Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. And every time you make a purchase with your card, you automatically earn cash back. Welcome to the now. It pays to Discover. Learn more at discover.com/credit card, based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Out here, there's no one way of doing things. No unwritten rules, and no shortage of adventure. Because out here, the only requirement is having fun. Bank of America invites kids 6 to 18 to golf with us. For a limited time, sign them up for a free 1-year membership, giving them access to discounted tee times at thousands of courses. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/golf with us. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Restrictions apply. See BofA.com/golf with us for complete details. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
Summer's here, and you can now get almost anything you need for your sunny days delivered with Uber Eats. What do we mean by almost? Well, you can't get a well-groomed lawn delivered, but you can get a chicken parmesan delivered. A cabana? That's a no. But a banana? That's a yes. A nice tan? Sorry, nope. But a box fan? Happily, yes. A day of sunshine? No. A box of fine wines? Yes. Uber Eats can definitely get you that. Get almost anything delivered with Uber Eats. Order now. Alcohol in select markets. Product availability may vary by region. See app for details.
This episode is brought to you by PetSmart. Stop by for Yappy Hour with your pet at PetSmart. Save $5 on walk-in grooming services like nail trims, ear cleaning, brushing, and more. No appointment needed every weekday from 2 to 6 p.m. And while you're there, Yappy Hour includes exclusive in-store deals, like 25% off pet toys. Visit services.petsmart.com/grooming to learn more.
This podcast contains mature content, explicit language, suggestive situations, and partial to full frontal nudity. Listener discretion is advised. Don't let your kids listen to this.
You guys are fucking welcome for this movie.
Yeah, you got your button, Zach?
Dude.
You got your button? I hear you got your button.
I don't know that we've ever had a better character than Italian Steven Seagal.
Oh
the God. Luigi Pinocchio of this movie?
Oh, dude, let's not do the episode. Or let's do the episode.
Or let's do it, yeah.
Sure, cold open? Cool. I'm good with that.
Are we doing the episode, man?
I don't want to waste episode material on the cold open.
Why?
Cold open is for off-topic shit.
We don't even know if it's going to make it. We don't know what Mayes is doing.
That's why I'm not risking any of my material for the cold open.
Oh, man. I could not be happier with this pick.
Good for you, man.
This is fucking Cinephobe, man.
It's not an episode of a movie that Zach picked unless Zach is pleased with his own pick.
Hold on. Wait. No, look. All right. I like a lot of my picks. And obviously, we've had some bangers for me to start this year. But I've been down on plenty of picks.
Some bangers? You've picked one Seagal movie.
Okay.
That's right. I had the other one. I had Marked for Death.
Well, it's 2. I picked 2 now. And they're both bangers. Filed, by the way. Like, I picked Feliz Navidad. I didn't love that, right?
That's it.
You picked 2 movies in 2025?
Yeah, because of the trade.
Don't even get me started. This is bullshit.
I feel like I've picked like 6 at this point.
Yeah, it feels like everyone's picked 6 except for me. 6 more picks I pick. I'm ready to make some bad trades, though, if you want. We're in the season of bad trades. I'm ready to make a bad trade just to get as many picks in a row as I can.
Do you have a pick on your team that you think is too fat?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I got more Seagal. What are you talking about?
Oh.
I got late Seagal to go to.
Yeah.
But what?
We know how his career is going to play out.
How about that? Luka Doncic. That was days ago. Well, months ago. I don't know.
Now, you've seen how bad things can get and how quick they can get that way. Well, they can get a whole lot worse. So we're not going to fight anymore.
You think this dude's going to take Ed down?
MVP is going to blow Ed out of the water.
He's the most valuable primate.
You betray the law.
I'm sorry, misogynist. Men are hoes too.
You've said hoes 58 times in this episode, and I'm the misogynist?
You unbelievable, man.
Wait, you guys have notes about 9/11 for this movie?
How do you not?
Yap about this and yap about that and yap all night long. Fucking yap.
It was in my dream. That's not how I feel.
It is how you feel. It was in your dream.
Some of us like to be prepared.
How are you not taking accountability for your mind?
Because I know I'm lying. Like, I know for a fact I'm lying.
You sick little bitch.
It was awful. It was incredibly boring. It was long. It was stupid. It was horribly written. The acting was terrible. It was a huge piece of shit. You're a fraud. It's a phobe.
So everybody just be very respectful.
But he's dead now, right? So we can't make fun of him?
Is he dead? No, if he's dead, we can make fun of him. If he's still sick, we can't.
Hold on.
If he's dead, we can make fun of him.
Yeah.
I don't think we can.
Whenever I hear numbers, my head converts them into chess moves or seats at the garden.
I don't know what happened to you, man. You used to be cool, and then you got blarted.
You tried to take AIDS on me in the T-Rex episode?
That's my fault for not remembering what century I was in, bitch.
It's been a good run. Thanks for playing. See you at the eulogy.
Me want the punani.
I don't require Ed to have a condom because I trust him.
Anthony, you're going to be busy today, huh?
Yeah, it's nothing new, chef.
Host! I am an alcohol segregationist.
That thing's going to move up like R. Kelly.
Salute to all the old ladies around the world. I love you.
You got horses. What you need are thoroughbreds.
Sometimes my emotions are just roaring like a T-Rex.
That's a lot of pussy.
I'm not in here with you. You're in here with me.
Welcome to Cinephobe,
Not
the
yet.
podcast. We break down the movies you're afraid of and you love. I'm Zach Carper. That's Amin and that's Anthony Mayes. Make sure you listen to us on Spotify or we are going to send the mob after you, and they better get to you before we do. You're dying either way.
Well, we're going to send the mob after you, which means they're just going to keep showing up and asking, hey, where are you? And then we'll show up and we'll ask, hey, where are you? Then the mob will show up and say, hey, where are you? And then we'll show up and say, hey, where are you? And that's it. That's the gist of it.
I forgot about... I mean, I've seen this movie, but I haven't seen it in a long time.
Never seen this movie.
I was mixing it up with things like Mark for Death and Hard to Kill. Couldn't really remember it. So I kept expecting more than others searching for one dude for the entire movie.
Holy shit.
And he doesn't go anywhere.
He doesn't hide.
He's just in the neighborhood.
He's not hiding.
No, he's on a bender. But what's funny is I told my dad today, I got to go watch this movie. He goes, oh, what do you watch? I said, Out for Justice. Seagal? I was like, yeah. He goes, oh, that's the one where he's searching for the guy in New York or something? I was like, yeah. He goes, where's Richie? Where's Richie? I mean, how do you remember this?
Well,
he hasn't seen it in forever.
Having watched this movie now, I'll never forget it.
Spotify is where you can vote in the poll. Like the poll for London has fallen. 30.8% phobe, 69.2% file. Spotify is also where you can leave a comment, like Shane, who said, the last few times I've been over to my dad's house, he's been watching Boondock Saints, Killing Season, and I Am Wrath. He recently discovered what Tubi is. He phobed Boondock Saints and filed Travolta. Brave Sir Robin said, I wonder how different Dante's Peak would have been if Harry Dalton Volcanologist had an air raid system like London available to put the town on alert. And Daniel Croco said, I work in marketing for the company that makes Call of Duty. Can confirm the game dev teams were consultants for the action sequences in the Has Fallen cinematic universe.
Leave us a review, leave us a comment. Make sure you're checking out CT5 episodes on the main feed. Leave us your CT5 suggestion and lists on social media or in the Discord by subscribing to patreon.com/countthedings, in which you get access to ad-free episodes, extended cold opens, rewatching in live events, past, present, future. Often get episodes early, access and discount on live show tickets, our Discord, and all of the extra content, not just for Cinephobe, but across the entire Count the Dings network. If you have a submission, submit it. Reminder, it needs to be 40% or lower on the Rotten Tomatoes audience or critic score. We hit episode 250 and started a brand new daisy chain.
Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain.
Ian had us running around with our Taffer arms, flopping about like our ponytail as we battled the voodoo magic of crack, dealing twins in Mark for Death. Then Mays used a pick swap to link us with killer twins to have us put on some opera music and homoerotically flirt our way through accepting murderous rampage in the Boondock Saints. Mayes then used Irish last names to take us to Aruba so we could sort of fight snowmen who were, as Amin would say, cheeked up and attacking the kidnapped godfather of diddling in Red 1. Amin used resignation letters to get us full of bourbon to make poor choices and have our eyebrows figure out how to battle terrorism in London Has Fallen. I used delayed revenge to link us to letting our hog-obsessed nurse work bring us back to form at our own ranch so we could take avenging our murdered family to the bank in Hard to Kill. Mayes used wax to load up a vase full of vague cocaine that shot us out of a rocket launcher at a cartel or maybe terrorists or maybe our cartel terrorist girlfriend will always love and From Paris with Love. Amin used attempt on a U.S. official's life in Europe to leave our wife and kids, pick up a camcorder, go to the Spanish flag capital, and rewind every 17 minutes to beat an assassination attempt to death before accidentally saving the president in Vantage Point. Now I'm using European-sounding name or Execution in Broad Daylight to link us to the 1991 dark comedy, action, crime, drama, thriller, Out for Justice.
Neo-noir action thriller.
Neo-noir?
The neo-noir threw me off.
Neo-noir.
How is it neo-noir?
We've been on a vigilante streak with Seagal.
Yeah.
And now they threw neo-noir in the mix.
A lot of crack.
In
early Seagal movies.
I don't think they know what crack is.
Well,
I'm just going to throw that out there.
Also, yeah, I agree.
What do you mean?
We'll get to it.
Out for Justice stars Steven Seagal, William Forsythe, and Jerry Orbach. Seagal ties Mike Ryan with his 5th Cinephobe appearance. He's a repeat offender for Marked for Death, Half Past Dead, Glimmerman, and Hard to Kill.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
He had Hard to Kill and Marked for Death in 1990, this movie in 91, and Under Siege in 1992. William is a repeat offender for Virtuosity.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
He had Dick Tracy in 1990. He's been in a bunch of stuff. It's one of those guys. This is Jerry's 3rd time on Cinephobe with A Gnome Named Norm and Universal Soldier.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
He had Norm in 1990, this movie and Toy Soldiers in 91, and Universal Soldier in 92. Joe Ciampa from Monkey Trouble.
Ciampini.
Sal Richards from the Yum Yum Girls.
What?
Gina Gershon, also now a 5-timer with Seagal and Mike Ryan. She's been in Showgirls, Cocktail, Driven, and The Goods.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Nick Corello, repeat offender for Hard to Kill, Marked for Death, and Blankman. Robert Lasardo, repeat offender for Hard to Kill. John Tolles Bay, repeat offender for Dude, Where's My Car?
Mr. Pizza Coley.
Yes, Mr. Pizza Coley. I got a Smoky McPot.
Order for a Smoky McPot.
Chick Daniel, repeat offender for Swordfish, Glimmerman. David Basulto, repeat offender for Class Act. Giannis Russo?
Giannis?
Repeat offender for 3,000 Miles to Graceland.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Dominic Chianese from The Sopranos.
Junior.
Oh, I did. They're practically Chianese.
Oh, boy.
Godfather 2, Dog Day Afternoon.
Juliana Margulies from Ghost Ship. John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
No way.
Repeat offender for The Pest and the Fan.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Did you see him?
No.
I saw him. He's in the montage.
Oh.
Gotcha.
The montage, I took some time to myself.
Ew.
What?
Not like that, dumbasses.
Monster Dick?
No.
Why are we dumbasses for thinking that you jacked it during a movie?
Because, man.
During a movie with prosties in it.
I'd pause the movie.
I don't think that's true. That's all I got for the cast.
There's also Raymond Cruz, who's Tuco Salamanca in Breaking Bad. He's in Under Siege, Blood In, Blood Out, Broken Arrow, Training Day. Kane Hodder, who is Jason Voorhees, was in Jason X and Daredevil.
Really?
Thomas Duffy from The Fan, and Ika Mouse.
Characters that I got, and as always, you guys can feel free to correct me if I have any of these wrong.
We will.
Steven Seagal as Gino Tostino Pizza Roll, murderous cop. Jerry Orbach as the by-the-book older cop. Richie, the coke/crack fiend Waldo. Poor Bobby, the murder victim. Lori, his wife. Fine-ass Gina Gershon, who plays Richie's sister. Rika, the video store hoe who Richie bangs. Chaka, Rika's sister.
Chaka.
Roxanne with the giant popos. And a shit ton of Italians.
That's an incredible list of characters.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of them.
Out for Justice was directed by John Flynn. Not that Johnny Flynn.
Same note too, bro. Oh, shit, let me get my tools. Forgot I'm here.
He directed Touched, Lock Up, and Brain Scan.
Rolling Thunder and Defiance.
It was written by R. Lance Hill. R. Lance is a repeat offender for writing Roadhouse.
And he wrote both of these under the alias David Lee Henry.
Sure. Why wouldn't you want it to?
Why would your dad?
Okay.
You beat me to it.
Synopsis for Out for Justice. With his partner executed in broad daylight by a psychotic mafia enforcer.
That was his partner?
What?
A veteran Brooklyn officer vows revenge. But is this unstoppable detective prepared to face the truth and pay the price of blood? Tagline, pure adrenaline pumping, jaw-dropping thrills. Alternate taglines.
Steven Seagal's Out for Justice. Has to be one of them, right?
That's the next one, yeah. Steven Seagal is out for justice.
I watched the trailer, so.
He's a cop. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to take out the garbage.
Oh, yeah, that's also in the trailer.
And then this one, No Sleep to Brooklyn. $14 million estimated budget, grossed $39.6 million US and worldwide. It's a hit.
As a hit maker, man.
Before we jump to this movie and you listen to the rest of this podcast, call your Congress people to get them to get some Steven Seagal movies on streaming because this one is also a rental.
Can I call a congressperson to get you guys to stop picking rentals?
Well, I didn't pick a rental, to be honest.
Well, you did.
I didn't. I picked a movie that showed up as supposed to be on the streamer.
Paramount Plus, it said. Yeah. And we're on Paramount Plus all the time, so
we are.
We shouldn't think that it's lying to us.
Shit ton of Taffer, man.
Out for Justice receives 23% on 22 critic reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, but 53% from the audience on over 10,000 ratings. Amin, check the positive or the negative reviews.
I'm a 6-pack of seltzer half full kind of guy. Zach, give me the positives.
Half past full or?
That's right. I should have said I'm a half past that kind of guy.
Hey, John, that's weird. That glass looks half full to me.
Wow. Now that you mention it, it is half full.
David Nusser of Real Film Reviews. A muddled yet mostly entertaining actioner. I hate that word.
Actioner.
Variety staff of Variety.
Cowards.
Out for Justice harbors an incredibly simple vengeance plot loaded with enough macho sadism to satiate the action genre's bloodthirsty fans.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm misremembering. I feel like the Seagal movies are a little bit thirstier for blood than
Yeah, for sure.
Arnold and Stallone.
Ooh, Stallone. Stallone's an interesting one.
It's like Cobra. I would say Cobra is on that level. Tango and Cash is not on that level.
Yeah.
Because when I think about Stallone violence, it's ultra violent. Rambo's probably the one that comes to mind that would be close.
Well, it's a little bit Michael Mann.
The Seagal stuff, the sadism.
Right.
He takes pleasure in. This movie's a great example. He goes to the mob and he tells them, you guys better find him before I do.
Tough talking the mob, man.
What the fuck? Like, what are we doing here?
Cuck O'Leary, fullviewdrivein.com.
Ah, full view indeed.
Hello, Oprah.
One of Seagal's few decent bone crushers thanks to good direction by the underrated John Flynn. Our old friend Dragon Ontulov of rex.arts.movies.reviews. Call me Dragon? Okay. Entertaining.
He really didn't drag on with that one.
No, he sure didn't. User Gary W. 4.5 out of 5 stars. This is a great action movie that's as a poor rating down to people not liking Steven Seagal, and that most people who watch this movie haven't left a review. This is my first review, and I love this movie. This is a movie you can watch and chill and not be taken seriously, and the pool scene is legendary when it comes to an action film.
It's a pool hall scene.
There is a pool scene, though.
Oh, that's true. That's not legendary.
Well,
no.
And then user Jack O, 4 out of 5.
Come on.
Jack Onassis.
Really?
Jack off Nassus? There is no question that I really think this is violent. The violence in this is intense. The bar fight is violent, and I like it. The end fight, because the fight scenes that I enjoyed from Steven Seagal are good. It's got a really rubbish ending. I thought the ending is crap and cheesy.
Rubbish.
The murder of his friend Bobby is realistic, and the bad guy sort of looks like Oliver Hardy, so that's an impressive feat.
Okay.
Realistic?
These British people, first of all, they say something is crap as opposed to crappy.
Right.
Right. We use it as an adjective. They use it as a noun.
Right.
And they say stupid shit like rubbish. I fucking hate that word.
Oh, I hate the word rubbish.
So stupid.
Rubbish bin. God.
Rubbish bin.
Negative reviews.
Stop being a pessimist. This tank is not half full. It's half empty.
John J. Puccio of Movie Metropolis.
Pucci man.
If you're into this kind of thing, it works. If you're not looking for a good crime flick, Scorsese, it's not. Charlotte O'Sullivan of Time Out.
Do the voice? O'Sullivan.
If you cut the beatings, you wouldn't be left with much.
Correct.
Rob Vo of Flipside Movie Emporium.
Vo, dance to the music. Don't know the lyrics.
Oh, there's a shocker.
Vo.
Ew, stinky.
Yeah.
Janet Maslin of New York Times.
Oh, you just took a dump in her bathroom.
Speaking of stinky.
Well, all right, that's out of context. I took a dump in the same bathroom, I think. Well, I think it was the same bathroom that I took one in last time, which maybe Janet has shared in the New York Times building.
There it is, coworkers.
As a courtesy to his many fans, the ponytailed action hero Steven Seagal not only attacks sleaze, but also goes out of his way to examine it.
Yes, he does. Wow, Janet, right on the nose.
Chris Hicks of Deseret News. Seagal may be a success, but I'm just grateful he only makes one movie a year.
That's not true.
Richard Harrington of Washington Post.
Adam Harrington.
This is Old Jack City, a place where better actors and directors have taken us frequently in the last year. This particular trip seems unnecessary.
Old Jack City. That's me when I was taking some time to myself.
I know it. Kathleen Maher of Austin Chronicle. Seagal is a fascinating hero. He's not slick. He's not real handsome. He's a real strange dresser, and he doesn't seem all that nice a guy. Nevertheless, he's interesting, and he's unpredictable. He gives me the creeps.
A strange dresser. Oh, look at this photograph today.
Oh, fuck. And then finally, user Oltskaja B.
Scoopy.
Half star out of 5. Terrible movie. XD. Such a dark atmosphere. Also, Seagal must be a psycho.
Yes.
We'll get Amin's first note, May's first note, my first note after these messages, unless you're a Patreon subscriber. Patreon.com/countthedings. Excuse me.
What's the website?
Patreon.com/countthedings. Which you get an ad-free episode now.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Not all EVs are created equal. The Ioniq 9 sets a new standard. Hyundai's first all-electric EV with 3 rows. Space in an EV, finally. Plus, with over 300 miles of range, ultra-fast charging capability, and tech infused with safety features, this isn't just space. It's freedom reimagined. More room, more possibilities. Learn more about the Ioniq 9 at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
This episode is brought to you by Chevrolet. When you have 4 new tires, every drive feels fresh. Right now, buy 3 select tires and get 1 for just $1 during the Chevrolet Certified Service Fresh Start Tire event. Visit Chevrolet.com/service offers or see dealer for full details. At participating U.S. GM dealers only, highest or equal value tire will be $1. Offer ends 5/31/2025. Not available with other offers.
This episode is brought to you by Loom by Atlassian. Are you feeling stuck at work? Get your team unstuck with Loom video messaging and move work forward. Use Loom to simultaneously record both your screen and yourself to share a quick update, provide feedback, train a colleague, and everything in between. Plus, add Loom AI to your meetings for instant written notes and recordings. Try Loom today at Loom.com. That's LOOM.com.
Amin, what is your first note?
I saw the trailer because it's a Seagal movie.
Yeah.
Trailer, file, Seagal, Louis Pinnock, Jerry Orbach, ass off, Horseman, TGT. Look at this photograph, Seagal in the beret. All of that was in the trailer. All of those assumptions, we'll see if it works out that same way. This is the trailer. It's miles from civilization. And a hooker comes up and says, "Want a party?" But just one subway stop from Manhattan, Brooklyn. They were friends. Born on these streets. Now, after 15 years, who would have thought I'd have become a cop? Hey, they'll play cops and robbers one more time. But this time, it's no game. Steven Seagal, out for justice. In this neighborhood, someone's got to take out the garbage.
Maze, what is your first note?
Gino Felino? Why did they just call him Vagina Fellatio? Ow!
You guys got to watch Warrior Strong, that Andrew Dice Clay movie my dad was making me watch.
Pick it, you coward.
It's so bad.
Is he Andrew Dice Clay in the movie?
No. He's just a high school basketball coach.
But is it Andrew Dice Clay is your basketball coach?
He's trying to not. I mean, this is made 2 years ago.
So yes, he is Andrew Dice Clay coaching the team.
I mean, a little bit, yeah. My first note, I should have been tracking this, but I think every Seagal movie we've done has the same ominous score to start as the Warner Brothers or Picture Movie Company flashes on the screen. I love it. Get the right amount of tension right away.
It is the same score. You're right.
Also, let's update CT5 names list.
Knew that was coming.
Gino Felino is going to be number 2 behind Spaghetti Lasagna. Move everybody else down 1.
Fucking Fuckfest is gone.
Yeah, I don't even remember what that was.
That was me.
Oh, okay.
Something I said.
Gino Felino is a perfect, pretending to be Italian and from Brooklyn type of name.
Oh, man. When you were telling the story last night, you had so much detail. The detail was so rich. It was rich detail. Go into incredibly descriptive details of the story so we all know.
Oh, yes.
Now it's time for the scenes. Here's what happened. Bow.
Off the bat, and included in Amin's trailer voice that he just read, this concept of Brooklyn being a shithole nowhere near civilization is as 20 CB as it gets.
It's super 20 CB. I mean, it had not been gentrified yet. The Nets were not in town. Hipster whites were not taken over.
Miles from civilization.
Miles from civilization is hilarious.
Yeah.
That sets the tone, a 20 CB tone from the outset.
And then let's set the tone with a dumbass Arthur Miller quote on the screen for no reason.
Where was Arthur Miller raised?
He was raised in Brooklyn.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
I had no idea.
Oh, you should have read the screen because it says, Arthur Miller, playwright, raised in Brooklyn. And the quote is, while to the stranger's eye, one street was no different from another, we all knew where our neighborhood somehow ended. Beyond that, a person was a stranger. It might as well be from Hunter Dunbar. It doesn't matter.
Mayes, Clip Chappelle Show.
Sometimes when I'm alone, I sit on my hand, wait till it gets numb and masturbate. I call that a stranger. Have you ever given yourself a stranger?
What?
A stranger.
Yeah, I do.
We're in Brooklyn. There are forklifts. There are people milling about. There are warehouses. There are prosties. And we got a pimp. We got 2 women.
There's a pimp in a boxy ass 20 CB car.
Yeah.
Boy, those cars were boxy as shit.
Pimpin' Pizza Coley and his maroon fedora. He wants his money from Erms.
I got Pimp Smokey McPot. That's my guy.
This pimp is ass off.
Yes, he is.
He says, well, you'll work for me no more? Didn't I just say I was going to get his money? He says, what? Yo, bitch, I don't work for the phone company. I'll do this shit long distance. Bring your motherfucking ass here.
I got to use that.
Gino is camping out in a Conaline van down the street.
Bobby's been going through some stuff recently. A few personal problems taken care of.
What kind of problems? Don't worry about it. All straightened out.
Yeah.
Definitely not a boat that I bought.
Yeah.
I'm going to take out all the ocean soon.
As they're talking, this pimp is beating the shit out of this girl.
Beating the shit out of her.
We're not talking about pimp slaps, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
He's punching her in the face, says, disembodied, I believe. What the fuck I look like? Like I just fell off the back of a turnip truck?
Fraud.
God damn it. You might have to clip in everything he says.
Clip his Italian.
No, what's he doing? He's throwing this girl and beating over here.
Oh boy. Luigi Pinocchio is in the house.
This is acting file.
Dude.
Him as an Italian?
The first time he spoke, I thought I misheard. I thought it was like, what's the cockroach line from Hard to Kill?
The cockroach.
Pizza cockroach, right?
I just listened to that, man.
I thought it was one of those situations. And then as he continued to talk, I said, he's doing an accent.
He's Italian. What was it? Matt LeBlanc looking Italian? He might as well be starting that, man.
Hey, you know, maybe that'll come up at the end of the episode.
Were they doing a different bust?
Yes.
A different sting operation, but he runs over to stop it.
Because they're watching a $3 million hit, which we don't come back to and don't know what it is.
Right, okay.
I thought for a second, is the pimp the $3 million hit? It's a lot of broads.
That's a lot of pimping right there.
It's not easy, they say, Zach. I don't know if you heard.
They say it is, in fact, ain't easy. Yeah. They're going to blow the cover. He runs in with his gun pulled.
Right into traffic. Stops a car. Irma's wailing that she's pregnant.
What? You pregnant?
Pizza Coley Pimp is furious.
You let some trick get you pregnant?
Oh.
Girl, ain't you ever heard of a rubber? This is the opposite of the Shanks policy is what I wrote.
Gino checks on the girl. She's scared she's going to lose her baby. That's when the pimp says, "You, oh, motherfucker." I don't think we can say that.
Can we?
Well, Kendrick said it in a song recently.
Gino pulls the cops off.
Tostino Pizza Roll says, "You like to beat up on women, huh? Is that it, huh?" And I said, "You can just see the Italian coming out of him."
I said his Brooklyn accent is unsettling.
It settled me right in, so I disagree. Beat on me, asshole.
You a bad motherfucker, huh? I know where you live, you stupid motherfucker. I will fuck your wife.
Wait, they know each other?
He knows everybody. It's his neighborhood.
It's Brooklyn. Oh!
It's Brooklyn. Oh, whoa.
It's my neighborhood.
Hey, hey.
It's the neighborhood. Yeah.
He twists his arm. He makes him fall back on his head into the car window, then throws him into a bunch of nondescript barrels. He then charges Gino.
You son of a bitch!
Who then flips him with less choreography than a 1980s WWF hip toss. Throws him through the windshield, and oh, fuck.
The Gators?
The freeze frame as Steven Seagal looks in. We got the Gators out the window. File. Out for just his title card.
Those red gators are poking out like the Wicked Witch of the East.
Same note, too.
At one point, he tells the pimp, "Beat up on me, asshole."
Oh.
And I said, that sentence sounds very different if you were a pirate. Beat up on me, asshole. Arr.
Comfort beyond God's foresight is a safe repair, man. He opens his floor safe. It's full of drugs and cash.
Is this where they got the penguin from for Colin Farrell? He's talking like the penguin right now. They make it through the night. They get all the money. All of his goons do. All right. Who cares?
None of this ever factors in.
Well, they kind of explain it towards the end.
He's got 3 goons here, but when he needs more than 3 goons, they multiply.
It's like the motorcycles in London Has Fallen. He's giggling for no reason. They shut the safe. Bobby and his wife walking down the street, being parents. Bobby's going to smoke a cig outside of a market. No unhoused gentleman to share it with.
Kid wants a hot dog. No, honey. Forget about it.
Then Richie, in broad daylight, walks up, shoots him in the chest 5 times.
Hair slicked back real good, sneering his ass off. How's that feel, huh, Bobby? You ain't laughing now.
Drops a look at this photograph on his chest.
Same note, too.
Bobby starts speaking Italian. Richie spits on him.
You have to clip it.
You ain't laughing now.
Golden dumpster.
He also says to himself,
He does. He says poor Bobby about himself. He's Bobby.
He's mumbling his ass off.
As he dies, those were his final words.
Poor Bobby.
Richie shoots him one more time as he walks away. He's big on double taps.
We cut to Gino.
Get at the table doing homework. Gino walks in wearing the deepest V.
No sleeves.
Vest.
It's a vest.
It's not a vest.
It's vest.
It's not a vest.
There are no sleeves. It's a vest.
It's not a vest.
What is it?
It's a shirt.
It's a vest.
Deep V.
No.
Sleeveless. I'm telling you.
It's a button up.
There's no buttons on it. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? It's a vest.
It's a vest.
It is a vest that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would later put on Ballers.
We can litigate this and look at this photograph because let me tell you, there's several pictures of the vest.
So he walks in and he says to his son, "How you doing, Champini?"
And enough champagne to fill the Nile.
Hey, oh, champagne.
Same note too.
When I tell you I had to fucking pause the movie just to laugh. It's the pig Latin Italian. Champini.
There are probably 10 to 15 moments within like the first 20 minutes of this movie where I would pause it and rewind it to try to figure out what word he had just said. And then finally gave up. I was like, oh, he's looking Italian right now. That's all this is.
6 minutes in and I haven't laughed this hard this soon since Horrible Bosses 2. This whole scene with the son, I was beside myself with laughter.
The kid wants to play catch.
Instead of doing his homework,
Major.
Who's that man?
Strong "who's that man" energy.
Every time Seagal has a family of any kind, I don't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Kicks him in the butt, drinks some orange juice.
You finish your homework? The kid says, no. Okay, go get your stuff. The fuck, man? Dad of the year over here. Golden dumpster.
Rich's driver is stressed about the situation, doing a cop in daylight. I'm already fucking hot. He hits the crack pipe in the car. I got news for you. It's going to get a lot hotter before the fucking night's over.
real aggressive move.
He's on crack. There's a wood-paneled station wagon behind them because they're blocking traffic.
A woman honking. They are blocking traffic. They're in the wrong here. He gets out, shoots her in the head.
And then they leave the car.
In his defense.
No.
In his defense.
No, in his defense.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
He thought the hair would cushion the blow somehow. The bullet would get lodged in there, just tap her on the head. Her hair is incredible.
He shot her in the forehead.
That hair was in the front too. It was everywhere.
She's dead. Bop, boop, beep.
You're dead.
Guys get out. They start walking away. They're nervous. He's chilling.
Just leave the car.
Back to Gino. They've got 2 mitts, a ball, a bat. Why the bat?
Playing catch.
Okay, you got the mitt. I got the tendon. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
As they're walking out the door, the phone rings. He learns about Bobby's death. Damn, I really wanted to see him throw a baseball in that outfit.
Ass on for his, oh my God. As he rolls his eyes and deep sighs. I think he's trying to convey, I'm shocked by this news.
It looks like relief.
Let's keep that ass on train rolling. He calls his ex-wife Vic to dump his kid.
Damn you in the department, Gino. We get some custody's position. Can wait a whole month for this 1 weekend with you.
1 weekend a month?
Yeah.
This dude's a bad dad.
The worst.
Well, not quite. The worst would have said no visitation whatsoever. This is one step above that, right?
Yeah.
You get him 1 weekend a month.
Fucking McDonald's.
Now we're at the scene. Bobby's wife cries and hugs Gino. All caps. Why is he wearing this beret?
CT5 hats. Update the list. We're going to knock Uncle Frank's Newsy hat off from Home Alone 2. We're going to move Queen Latifah down, Jonah Hill down, and Donald Faison down as well. Right under Apollo Creed is where we're going Seagal beret.
We're going to knock Travolta's wig from Swordfish out, and let's put this in an OLI above Pizza Hat. He's got a chain on, he's got his vest, and he's got this beret. He's at work.
I saw the beret in the trailer, and I laughed, but because the trailer doesn't explicitly identify what kind of law enforcement he is, I thought maybe he was in the, I don't know,
the Black Berets?
Neighborhood Watch or some shit. Come to find out, he's just wearing a hat.
It's his hat?
It's like Kate Beckinsale's hat. Now, is this before he decided he was Asian? Or is this him imagining this is what Italians do?
He decides he's Italian, then he decides he's Asian, now he decides he's Louisiana black, right?
Yes.
That's the progression.
Well, isn't Nico Toscani before? So isn't it, he was Italian and then he was Asian and then he was Italian and then he was Asian again?
Oh, maybe you're right, yeah.
I think he was always Asian. But this is him deciding this is what an Italian would wear. A vest and a beret. That's their traditional garb.
Orbach is the captain. Gino sees the body. Someone pepper sprayed Seagal to get this tear to come out.
What are you talking about?
His eyes are fucked up. The next scene, he looks completely fine.
What are you talking about?
That's the only way to get him to cry. Pepper spray.
Jerry Orbach, no one like Detective Briscoe from Law & Order. R.I.P., man. This guy plays a cop better than any actor in the history of cinema. Name another actor.
Seagal.
Name 2.
Fat Seagal.
Did you guys know that Jerry Orbach was Lumiere the candle in Beauty and the Beast?
I found that out when I was doing the IMDb for him on this one.
Kind of crazy, huh?
They know it was Richie, but they didn't get the Polaroid. Gino's going to get Richie.
We know every mob operation they got. We're going to squeeze it till they give them up. You do that, all right, but it's going to be me that finds the fucking guy, Richie. You know that.
No, not this fucking guy. This fucking guy, Richie. You know that.
Oh, sorry.
Randomly goes, fucking.
Detective Briscoe changes subject. Say, you and Vicky? That's it. There's no transition.
Forget about it. Divorce. It goes through this month, huh?
Forget about it.
I cannot get enough of him being Italian.
And then we get some walk and talks position explaining who Richie Madano is.
Dope dealer, dope user. From the neighborhood, guy Gino and Bobby grew up with. No reason why he'd kill Bobby. Vicky asks if he's all right. No, I'm not all right. I'm fucking like this. What do you think? He was my best friend, huh?
My best friend.
What the fuck, man?
Captain now learns about the station wagon murder. Timeline's all fucked up. Gino knows Richie will sneak and hide, but won't leave Brooklyn.
Why would he?
I'll feed you every dope digging dive he's got. But let me do it my way. Just give me an unmarked and a shotgun, all right?
Captain okays this. Full endorsement.
Don't you? You're too close. Let other cops do it.
Yeah, I'm close because I know this guy better than anybody else. I know the neighborhood better than anybody else. Better than the other cops do, all right?
My cousin had a friend who literally never left Brooklyn his entire life.
What?
Like, had never been to Manhattan.
Is Charlie Kelly?
His thing was, everything I need is right here in Brooklyn.
That's literally what Charlie Kelly says about Philadelphia.
Except Charlie Kelly also thinks that Pittsburgh is in Philadelphia.
Right. I noticed this when Seagal is trying to be Italian. Every fifth word turns his head.
Dude.
Turns like this.
Horseman. Head cocking.
Head cocking is definitely horseman. Cock me, Eddie.
But then I realized there is a better catch-all for all of it.
Absolutely.
Should I say it now or should I wait until the moment when I realized it?
Wait till you realize it.
Okay.
He tells Vic, you know, Vic, you never understood nothing about the neighborhood, did you? I guess I never did. Let me tell you something. You kill a cop on 18th Avenue in front of 100 witnesses, you're going to die.
And
well, the difference is this guy wants to die in his own neighborhood. What?
Why can't you piss on a tree and mark your territory the way dogs do?
Don't worry, Vic. I'm making the divorce hearing on time and in one piece, all right?
Get this over with so we can finish our business.
Him tagging every sentence with all right is a horseman.
All right.
Subito.
Subito, and then she says, buono.
Buono.
She's ass on, by the way.
Mobsters get a phone call. They got to go get Richie.
What about Gino? Leave him alone.
Stay away from him. Leave him alone. There's respect.
Hey, I wonder if this guy's high up in the mob.
How could you tell?
Because he's old and everyone's surrounding him and he's wearing a suit.
Gino pulls up to a mustache. Guy apologizes for what happened. He goes inside, meets with Don Vittorio.
I see you still comb your hair like a girl. Oh.
Why didn't he beat this guy's ass?
This is Sammy.
He beats his ass later, right? It's the same guy. Yeah.
Sammy talks a lot of shit.
He sits down, sincere regrets.
But the Italian.
Ma Ido è un pazzo. Ido usava bagna sempre.
He's crazy, always on drugs. Don Vittorio says Richie doesn't work for them, disgrace them. I will teach this man the price of our blood in Italian. And if Gino finds him first, you know what I'm going to do.
I know, Gino. Think about it, huh?
The Don says a lot of shit in Italian, and Seagal responds in Italian.
He sure does.
And that's when I realized, this isn't little instances of head cocking or finishing with all right or whatever.
No.
This is one big catch-all, and it's called Italiansposition.
This is what Seagal believes to be Italian culture.
Yes, exactly. The Don says to him, you guys catch up to him. He gets 7 to 10. For murder?
For murdering a policeman?
In broad daylight.
Double murder.
And everyone knows it's not a secret. 7 to 10? As I'm trying to process this, that's what Seagal is like. You guys better hope you get to him before I do. Are you saying what you're going to do to Richie is worse than what the mob is going to do to him?
Yes.
You're a cop.
He's doing it his way.
He's from the neighborhood.
He's a terrible parker, by the way. He has multiple horrendous parking jobs in this movie.
Pulls up wherever he wants to go, yeah.
He's like Stallone.
It's his neighborhood, oh!
Now Gino tells Orbach they're sending guys. Gino sees a piece of shit station wagon come by, has a bumper sticker that he reads out loud. Kill them all, let God sort them out.
That's 20 CB.
Must be a tough guy or something. This guy tosses a black trash bag out the window of his car.
Doesn't slow down.
There's a puppy in there?
Hell no!
A live German Shepherd puppy?
Takes the puppy.
What?
Please, God, let me run into this guy someday.
I wonder if that'll happen. Probably will never happen, right?
That'd be crazy.
Probably won't be forced in at the end to get us to 90 minutes. That's not going to happen. No, there's no way.
A dirty station wagon with a bumper sticker? Nah.
They zoom in on the bumper sticker.
Oh, they sure do. They're going to put it there for a long time.
Just to let you know. And at some point, the editor and the writer and the director sat there and said, okay, guys, we either have this loose thread that we follow up here about the $3 million hit, or we could follow up on the guy who threw a puppy out in the middle of the street.
You guys ready for a montage?
I would love it, but can we have a song about Brooklyn for the montage?
Forget about it.
CT5 songs.
No sleep till.
Driving around the waterfront. Shady activities. Hookers.
Hookers, they're talking to people. We don't get to hear what they're talking about.
Nope.
Don't need to.
There's a prosty blowing a guy in a car. He pulls up to a kid on the street speaking Spanish.
6-pack of seltzer for 6 dead Washingtons.
Names the dog Coraggio.
That's not how that goes.
What's the dog's name? I never thought about it. Coraggio.
And then he named it what?
Courage.
Also, why is he buying a 6-pack of seltzer? This is the 20 CB, folks. We're not talking about White Claws here.
No, actual seltzer water.
Fucking Schweppes.
It's going to be to clean up all the piss stains in the car from the dog that's been in there for 15 straight hours.
This dog, this whole movie, leaves the car once.
An hour later, he says, I almost forgot about you. And I said, I did forget about you.
Same note, too.
Like the dog from Dante's Peak. I was like, oh, shit. They had a dog, that's right.
While we're setting up future callbacks, if you see anything, you drop a dime. Say hello to your mother for me, okay?
His mother's straight now, by the way.
Yeah.
I assume that means drugs. Who knows?
Drives past a hooker. You want to fuck?
And he laughs.
Pulls up to the unhoused gentleman, maybe 4.5 feet away.
Hey, you hear what she just said?
They ask, what did she say? He just drives off.
It's the golf formula.
Fucking Seagal formula. What?
The golden dumpster.
He's near where Richie's clients are. Richie pulls up to a couple of guys looking for backup. What about you, Polly? You got the balls? Yeah, I got the fucking balls. Now you got the bread.
Pass them a money roll. You're in the crew now.
What are they talking about?
Gino pulls up. Time for a car chase.
Immediately. All right. Let me ask a question.
They're in the neighborhood, Zach.
No, I understand that. Is it a car chase if the two cars just go straight?
Yeah.
Side by side.
There's like one turn in this whole fucking chase.
Well, the best part is he's going down a speed bump tunnel for half of it.
He sure is.
Seems like if Richie and Co. had turned right at any point, they would have lost him, but nah.
Of course.
Richie has a lot of guys in his car.
Oh my God.
It's a clown car.
Yeah.
Look at this photograph.
Bobby Arms, if you don't lose this fucking cocksucker, I'm gonna pop you first.
Like Bolo.
Richie asked if they're having fun yet. Clip it from Party Down.
Are we having fun yet?
A lot of arguing in the car about losing them. They're shooting.
He goes past the truck backing up on the loading dock. This stops Gino.
Let's take him for some pork chops.
Literally, they go to a butcher shop.
And there's Mayes.
That's me.
In his former job.
He asked for the merch, which is that new Snake Plissken t-shirt.
And bullets. Wants the guys to hang him up by a hook. Got some scores to settle. Leaves.
You tree, come with me.
Time for a tussle as Gino almost hits two bystanders as he's coming in to park that car.
To park poorly.
He walks in the butcher. Guy swipes at him with a cleaver. He dodges it, makes the guy stick it in his own leg or ass. I couldn't really see.
Terrible swing if your follow through hits your own leg.
Takes down another guy immediately. Richie and his goons get in the car. Richie says, they'll cut him a new ass.
Whoop.
Seagal hits the guy up against the wall, then takes the cleaver out of the other guy's leg and puts it in this guy's hand.
That guy screams with his hand pinned to the wall the rest of the scene.
The rest of the scene, that's ass off.
Yeah.
You wouldn't stop being hurt.
Every take for continuity. Should I keep screaming, boss? Yeah.
He's surrounded by two guys, one with a massive chopping blade.
You know something? Richie's a bad guy. My friends don't like him. Your friends don't like him neither. Know what I'm saying? You're hanging around with the wrong kind of people.
What is he doing?
TGT.
But you know what TGT stands for?
Gibberish?
Tough Gino talk.
Oh.
That's what it is.
I had tough gibberish talk.
It's the same thing.
Don't be bad. Be a nice guy, all right?
Bops a guy with some sausage. The butcher pulls a gun on him.
Yeah, be a nice guy. What do you want to shoot me for? Empties the gun. The guy with the cleaver in his hand still screaming as he walks out. Mob guys get the news about Richie.
Did you get the news? Why? What'd they say? They made Richie.
Yeah.
We got some good corporate formula here. The Don says, that piece of shit couldn't be a gangster if he owned New York City.
Bad writing.
Holy shit.
I don't know.
I feel like he'd be a gangster if he owned New York City.
That line usually happens. There's some superlative that you're supposed to say there.
Own New York City?
Yeah.
What if he's in charge of all the clocks in Chicago? Could he be a mobster then?
Well, then he could be. Get him. We can't stand this kind of publicity. I said, the mob has a PR problem?
The mob loves that their PR is pristine.
Puppy was in the car for the entire car chase?
The puppy threw up all over the inside of that car, man.
Piss and shit and puke.
It's a puppy. You leave it for 4 minutes everywhere.
I'm talking about the car going over those speed bumps. Come on, man.
The puppy was in the car for that chase? What?
The puppy has CTE, man.
Oh my God.
Brain smashing against the inside of its skull repeatedly.
Hey, you got any puppy dog food in here?
Puppy dog food is right here. I got anything you want. You got this stuff here. Good. Looks like he needs this. Give him some of this.
None of this is from Jersey, though, right?
Nah, no.
I don't want no radioactive stuff, you know what I'm saying?
I don't blame you.
Get some 3 Mile Island exposition.
We sure do.
That's 20 CB, calling Jersey a fucking toxic waste dump.
Oh, Frank pulls up. Heard you just got your license. Yeah, what'd I get? A dog license? Nah, I heard you just got your button. You're still a dirtbag criminal.
Italian's position.
Cobra formula.
You know how many cops I know make my guys look like altar boys? Oh!
Sad world we live in.
Ain't that the truth?
Truth.
Message!
They're arguing over the system and mobsters have to operate a certain way. And then we get one of many little monologues that don't go anywhere.
TGT.
Tough Gino talk, tough gibberish talk.
Gibberish.
Ever since I was little, I never tried to act like I was better than you or anything. I never was.
He's got deep desire, willing to do whatever to get the job done. I don't give a fuck about the department. This to me is personal, you see?
You're never gonna change, Gino. He says something Italian, walks away. Saying something Italian and then walking away is also a horseman. Mob pulls up to a pool hall. This is where Richie's brother is.
They hassle him. Gino goes to see Richie's pop, aka Junior Soprano. Richie's mom calls his name, kisses him on the cheek, begs for Richie's life.
Richie's mom is ass off.
Super ass off.
No.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the parents from Rhinestone.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He killed Bobby in front of his wife and kids. What did Bobby do to him? That's a good dad.
Also a fair question because we take a long time to figure that out.
Bobby didn't do nothing.
Junior Soprano, I'm glad he had 10 years to work on that Italian accent. Because in this scene,
it definitely got better.
Something to make him crazy.
Crazy. Same note too.
He's got the letter A sprinkled all throughout every fucking sentence he says.
2 blocks over, he killed another woman. Random. Remember the hot dog car sketch on I Think You Should Leave?
I'm just gonna take as many suits as I can grab, get in that random hot dog car. Random!
He tells these old people, if you see Richie and you know something that I don't know, you better tell me. Are you tough talking? Fucking octogenarians? These people are pissing and shitting and depends.
He says, when I came here, I got a job repairing the subway.
No one cares, Junior.
Same house, same job ever since. I come home for dinner every night, almost 50 years, and you don't believe me? What?
Zach, he didn't say repairing the subway. He said, I fixed the subway.
This is a perfect movie, man. I don't know what Maze is mad at. This is a perfect movie.
I fixed
it. Let me put in the intro. I fixed the subway.
He did the line right. And
I'm fixing the subway.
He did the line right, and then Seagal said, no, that's not how this guy would talk. He's from the neighborhood. He's from the old country. Say it like this.
In a stunning turn of events, turns out that Junior Soprano, in fact, did not say, fixa the subway.
When I came here, I got a job at repairing the subway.
I believe you, even when I was a punk kid. I believe you, and you believe me. How can I keep you from killing my son? Tell Rich to get a lawyer. Turn himself in. If not, I'm going to kill him. Tough Gino talk.
You're a cop. What are you talking about killing people?
He does it his way.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for this day.
Finding a new job is stressful. But with Indeed, it doesn't have to be. Just fill out your Indeed profile with your skills, experience, and desired salary. The more you fill out, the better your matches will be. And hearing from hiring managers will be 2 times more likely. Relax. That's your Indeed profile sending opportunities your way. Indeed, the world can work better.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Richie goes to see Elena and Rika, played by Juliana Margulies. Rika is teaching Elena English.
Just in time. Duh. Yo, everyone's accents are amazing. Just in time.
Supercharge that. I can't.
Golden dumpster.
He's so upset.
Richie hasn't seen her around. You retired or something?
I guess you could say I retired. Got a job at the video store, 20CB.
Just trying to get back to normal, you know?
Normal? What do you mean by normal? What'd you do, Rick? I mean, what'd you do? Would you just say no, huh? What's her name? Nancy fucking Raybush?
No, it's not like that.
Juliana's ass off, tears in her eyes, tells Elena to leave in Spanish. There's a colorful beaded curtain in the back, 20CB.
You wouldn't just say no to me, would you, Rika?
Rich.
Strong Chaka vibes from Elena.
Meaning?
Has no idea what's being said, but is cocking her head and Looks like she understands, even though she doesn't speak the language.
Gino pulls up to the pool hall.
Fucking pool hall.
One of 19 scenes at this pool hall. Officer Big Shot, come to bust my balls.
He tells everybody to be nice, kind of like Super Troopers at Dimpus Burger. It's for a cop.
Listen, you shouldn't talk to me that way. You know why? Because, like, you and I, we don't know each other so good. You were still sucking your thumb when your brother was around town sucking dicks. But just the same, you shouldn't talk so tough, all right?
Hey, my brother was here. You wouldn't talk shit like that.
Yeah, but he's not here. And you know why he's not here?
Why?
Because he's a chicken shit fucking pussy asshole. You know?
Hey, don't go pushing my patrons around, you prick, you.
Prick. Look around you over here. Is this the setting for profanity?
Hey, fuck you.
He's bouncing a pool ball off the ground, talking to Benny the Book.
Can you dribble a pool ball like that?
It's pretty hard.
When he says, anybody seen Richie? There's a disembodied fuck you in the background that made me laugh because it reminded me of Can't Hardly Wait.
There's a lot of really good disembodied voices in this one.
There's a guy whose name is Tattoo. Why do they call him Tattoo, Zach?
He's got tattoos.
Oh, okay.
How'd he get that nickname?
I don't know. He shoved the shit out the bartender. He's asking, where's Richie? Where's Richie?
He's breaking glasses. Whose hot dog is this? Is that yours? He plops it in a beer. Golden dumpster. He asks who the boxing memorabilia is for. It's the bartender.
You a tough guy? Tough enough.
Eggs him on to throw a punch.
The guy's a quintessential NYPD cop. And to punctuate it, he gives us a desk pop.
Are you totally fucking nuts or what? You could have killed somebody upstairs.
But there ain't nobody upstairs.
There's nobody upstairs. How would you know? Did you bust in a joint?
I don't recall.
Does he have balls beyond the badge and the gun? I'm not quite sure.
If you press Sammy on it, like gun to his head, that badge and gun is the only thing that gives him balls.
So he empties the gun, holds up his badge.
There's a disembodied voice. Stick that badge up your ass.
This is your trophy. Come and get it.
Sammy's offering $5,000 for it.
Does that mean if you whoop my ass and take my badge, you won't be prosecuted?
Oh, yeah. Come get it.
Guess what, Amin? No one's going to whoop his ass.
Tell one of your fucking jadrules to come and get it, all right?
This is a pizza cockroach situation. He's supposed to be saying cetriolo, which is Italian for cucumber.
Okay.
I don't know how he got there. He's got the pool ball and a handkerchief like a sling.
Yeah.
Knocks Tattoo's teeth out.
I like that he spit his teeth out on the pool table.
Yeah.
That's some nice detail there that, yes, he's fucking people up.
You knock my teeth out.
The guys attack him one at a time.
There's a guy that I said had a Mac starter kit. He hits Gino in the leg with the bat. He goes down, but then he's just fighting on his knees.
Hey, Sticks, go get him, Sticks.
Why do they call him Sticks?
He fights with sticks.
Oh.
Him and Gino waving pool cues at each other.
Dueling Star Wars kids.
Put it on a loop.
They're just fucking twirling this shit.
They're not doing anything.
They're showing they know how to twirl sticks.
Poke his fucking eye out.
They're doing a fucking demonstration at a goddamn karate tournament.
Keeps mushing this guy's face into a phone booth. Does the look away, turn back punch on Sammy, who says he's protected by Don Vittorio.
He punched him over the bar.
Yeah.
He goes back to Vinny.
He'll want to talk to you himself, scumbag.
Reaches for a gun. Gino stops him, slams the bar down on his hand.
That would hurt.
Now you tell your brother I'm gonna cut off his head and piss down his throat.
Yep.
Fuck you. Slams his face in the counter. Anybody seen Richie, huh? Gotta keep coming back till somebody remembers seeing Richie.
Montage!
Bust some businesses montage.
Sifting through the trash, tracking down uptown. No truth to be found, going underground. Wise guys laughing in your face, fueling your rage, taking up space like rats in a cage, feeding off the rest of humanity. Righteously say it's all in the family. Hey, no way, make them pay, no cause of concern. You break the back, you shake the firm.
Yeah, come on. You know what we gotta do. You got to shake the firm. Come on, now don't stop. You know, cause you got to rock. You got to shake the firm. That's right. Oh, when the going gets rough, you know you got to shake the firm.
First of all, zero cheeks on this stripper.
Gino's talking to hookers. He's talking to the captain. Mob guys are also asking questions. Richie runs up on John Leguizamo, punches him in an alley, takes his drugs, and shoots him.
Is that who that was?
Mm-hmm. Gino talks to Frankie. Richie yelling at his guys.
We go to the Don, mobster's house.
He's swimming.
Swimming indoors, power move. Cops hitting every business in town that they own. Every guy's on the street looking for Richie. He's killing people like it was free.
Everybody's looking for this guy, but he's not actively hiding.
Right.
Now we got Bucci arguing with the guy about shooting a mouse in his house. Richie's getting pissed, wants to go to Chaz the chair.
This is an Italian position. This is Italian banter.
$800 a month, 20 CB for a house.
Holy shit.
Gino shows up at dinner. Don Vittorio's mad that the cops are hurting his business. Gino's been meaning to tell him, I really don't like you. I never really did. If you fall off a cliff or get arrested or rot in jail the rest of your life, I really don't care, all right?
He walks out, right? Frankie comes out. Hey, you can't talk to the old guy like that. What are you doing?
Gino uncorks a massive monologue about Uncle Pino in a candy store. Clip it.
What the fuck, man?
You see this guy, he's filling up his pockets, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Pino grabs him by the throat, drags him outside, throws him a beating. Bing, bang, boom. No. Puts him in the trunk of the car, drives to the movies with him in the trunk.
You went to the movies?
We're in the movies. I'm not watching. Well, I'm thinking to myself, well, what about this guy in the trunk, you know? I think to myself, he killed him.
He's dead, right?
He's dead. I run back around to Pino. I says, Pino, you killed the guy. Pino's bored, brings me around the front, gives me the keys. He says, Gino, do what you got to do. I says, me, what am I going to do? I'm 9 years old, right?
So what'd you do?
He gives me the keys. I open the trunk. I see this grown man staring at me.
Mean you must have been scared shit.
I got Pino over here. We're always scared of him. I says to the guy, hey, you, get the fuck out of here.
Zoom.
I blink. He's in Hoboken.
He took off like a shot.
Like a bird.
9 years old, you scared the shit out of him.
The son of a bitch. 9 years old. I'm looking at Pino. I'm thinking to myself, my God, what a great guy.
Uncle Pino, who's obviously a diddler, taking random kids around, buying them candy, taking them to the movies, tell them to keep things quiet. He's a diddler.
This story was so long.
Zero payoff.
I'm 9 years old, right?
And then at one point he goes, I blink. He's in Hoboken. Took off like a shot, like a bird.
I always wanted to be a wise guy. Look at us now under God. Who would have ever thought that I would have become a cop, huh?
That's the point, is that he watched a guy give a beating and then he became a cop?
From the neighborhood.
We God's a puppeteer. And we're just on the end of the strings.
Message! Yeah, but God has a strange sense of humor, you gotta admit.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
That's the, well, okay.
It is a well, okay.
Richie drives into a chop shop.
There's a guy in a wheelchair I call Wheels the rest of the time.
Oh,
Chaz the chair.
I said wheelchair month is back.
Richie spins him around.
No, Richie, don't.
Which I thought was so funny. He's got a crib here for a couple hours.
Gino arrives at a club, parks in the street. Is the puppy still in the car? Goes past various security, asking about Richie. A girl gives him a drink. I didn't order no drink. The napkin says Roxanne.
Oh.
Enter Gina Gershon.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
She's Richie's sister, Patty.
File.
How you doing, Patty?
File.
I can still get it wet.
Oh. You hope.
I can't believe you still eat with that mouth.
And then transition. I feel bad about Bobby. Richie's her brother. She saw him a couple days ago. Who's his latest horse?
Whore.
Since when does a sister keep track of her brother's pumps?
Pumps?
Who's this one over here? Which one? The one with nipples you can dial a phone with. Cobra formula. Oh, Terry.
This is a rotary phone reference. This isn't she could push the buttons with her nipples. This is she could put her nipple in the circle of the rotary phone and spin that thing.
Yep.
I don't like a mean acting it out, but this is a crazy golden dumpster.
The bigger numbers have a longer spin to it, like 9. Ooh, versus like a 1.
He wants to cut the bullshit, starts pushing her where she wants to go, flips the guy over the stairs, takes her to her office, asks about Richie. She hadn't seen him. He's throwing papers around. He finds a gun. She says she has a license, but her dog ate it.
Ooh, look what I found.
He's going to arrest her. Arrest her for what? Being awesome?
Same that too.
Menage.
All night long, I've been running into people with permanent memory loss. They're all deaf, dumb, and blind. Oh,
she says, am I supposed to give you a little head in the corner and you can forget about the whole thing? It's not going to make me forget, Patty. You were never that good.
Go fuck yourself, Gino.
Be fucking respectful, Gino. Don't you ever talk to her like that.
I love her.
That's Gina Gershon.
Gino
Gershon.
Hey, guys, Richie's done doing drugs, right?
Nah, man, he's smoking crack.
Oh, okay.
He wants a new go-kart.
Go-kart?
Something with some stomp.
What?
Or he's snorting it. It's not quite clear.
Yeah.
Someone later in the movie says he snorts the crack.
I don't think he knew what to do.
His sister, Patty. And there's quite a line attached to that. Chaz the chair sends Tuco to go wire a scanner into a GNX.
Yeah.
Richie's clutching the booze bottle, ass off.
Jeff, what do we have this little party, huh? A little party, a little soiree. Fight over a couple of chicks. We can all get laid, get blowjobs.
Hey, Richie. You know I haven't gotten no pussy since 1969.
What?
Stop lying.
You ain't got any pussy since 1969. What have you been doing, huh? You been jerking the girth? No, Rich. Come on, man. Let's go. Leave him alone.
What you been doing?
What you been doing? Gino's gonna put Patty in lockup, have her arrested. Prostitution, honey.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Zach.
What?
Why was he not the whole thing voice?
Because that's how this person sounded.
Gino says he'll do 240.25. Patty, what's that? Turns to the right. And there you go. Prostitution, honey, completes the Cobra formula. Alley-oop.
Alley-oop.
Patty's still talking shit.
She wants out.
Who's Roxanne?
Roxanne.
Gino asks a cop named Jack how much Patty costs on the street. $10.
I thought you'd get at least 15.
I thought he was going to say you have to ask, you can't afford it.
$10 this, friend. Flips him off.
Cops pull up to the chop shop in secret. Wheels wants to know what's the story with Richie.
Is it personal or business?
It was personal business.
Yeah, got his ass.
He thinks Chaz ratted him out, so he shoots Chaz.
Okay.
If you look out the little peephole and you see the cops are coming with a battering ram, big ass truck with the shit in the front that they're going to ram down the door, why then are you still standing by the door? Like, okay, here come the cops. And of course, they crash through and they truck the shit out of this guy.
I mean, I've got a different question, okay? If you are paralyzed to the point where you haven't gotten pussy since 1969 and it's 1991, a guy shoots you once in the chest from, I don't know, probably 30 feet away? How do you then jump out of your chair?
I'm glad you asked that question, Zach. The bullet actually hit his spine, reactivated and energized the nervous system. He actually regained use of his legs.
Oh, okay.
That's the good news. The bad news is he dies soon thereafter.
I like that explanation so much, I won't even mention that you said reactivated.
Did I say that?
I do love the idea that Gino remembered he's a cop 50 minutes into this movie, goes to the station, goes to Bobby's desk, which no one has touched.
Yeah, let's look for some clues now.
Pops open the locked drawer, finds a gallon bag of drugs, cash,
and
giant Polaroids.
Oh my God.
Giant Polaroids.
Bobby kept this in the police station.
Well, he can't keep him at home, Maze. His wife might find him.
I guess that's slightly better than at home. Still terrible.
No one at work goes through your shit like a broad wife, man.
Oh.
Gino exhales, stashes the pics.
He stashes the pics, huh? That what we're calling it?
He put him in his bra.
Richie's pop is there for Patricia. Gino sits him down, apologizes for his behavior. No man wants to bury his son. Pop is very afraid, prays for this to end. Gino, bad Italian, tells him not to worry. Richie finds the new car, drives away. Gino's on the phone. Someone's got the wrong department. Is he in the captain's office? Where's the captain? They bring in Patty. He shows her the Polaroid. Patty's worried Richie will kill her for helping Gino.
He's a vacuum, Gino.
He's sucking up 3 to 4 grams a pass, and that much crack does not promote rational thought.
3 to 4 grams
of crack.
Patty says he'd kill Pop for helping too. He's that far gone.
Mm-hmm.
You know how Richie got a police scanner?
Yeah.
Well, now that he's using it, let's tell Gino that his wife's at his apartment with Tony.
Oh, my God.
Now, I thought he was setting Richie up. Oh, yeah, send him to the apartment. Boom, you got the drop on him. You finally got him. Nope, stupidity. Just incompetence.
They heard the call on the radio, on the scanner, and still got there late.
Still got there late.
I thought he was going to show up at home. The kid is tied up.
Boom, gun to the head.
Or dad kicked this thing up a notch because I still don't understand why he's hell-bent.
He still has the dog?
Drowning in a lake of piss.
I almost forgot about you.
We all forgot about it.
I didn't. Gonna get him a hot bath, maybe a girlfriend or something.
What?
Every scene, Maze, what's happening with the dog?
Well, it gets better because it gets even more complicated. While Richie's driving around, he says, this is one night this town ain't ever going to forget about. And I'm saying, oh, God, is this all in one night?
Judgment night.
Holy shit.
The murder happened this morning.
It's wild. Vicky's waiting on the street for Gino, asked if he had something to eat.
Couple dog biscuits. Look here. It's my new dog, Coraggio.
Hey, Coraggio. Hey, boy. How you doing?
You might keep him depending on how brave he is.
She's going to go see Tony.
She asked him, you want to come up for an espresso?
Espresso. Espresso.
If you expect me to be the punching bag.
If you respect me to be his punching bag.
You're going about all deal?
Give some horse position.
Seagal was too poor to have a dog when he was little.
You kidding me? We didn't have enough food to feed ourselves. There are no metaphors or similes or anything.
He leaves the puppy in the car.
Yeah, that's where it lives.
I guess that car can't be filled with more piss. It's at its limit.
Zach, once the pussy's been thrown up, that alley-oop has been thrown, ain't no teammates anymore, man. Get the fuck out of my way.
Now he leaps immediately into another childhood monologue. Man from the old country. School bell, sharpening machine operated by a foot pedal. Sharpen knives and scissors.
Time goes on. People start buying disposable scissors and knives. What? Disposable scissors and knives? That's not a thing.
Everybody's throwing them away these days. That's what happens.
Fewer and fewer people come out. I always used to think to myself, how would it feel to leave before light? Come back after dark with nothing to show your wife and your family for what you've done.
That bell was the loneliest sound I ever heard.
He was your father, wasn't he?
Film noir.
Message.
Combination.
I remember one time I followed the old man for a whole summer. Every day. Day in, day out. And after a while, started to grind him down. Nobody needs him, you know? When you feel like nobody needs you, and you feel useless, you die inside. You let yourself go. We always used to tell everybody, Pop died from cancer. I believe he died of a broken heart.
When he licks his lips and he talks about his pop. This is when I realize, oh shit, he's doing a Robert De Niro impression.
Oh no.
Doing the eyes and he's talking like this. I'm like, oh my God.
I think he thinks De Niro's doing a Seagal impersonation.
Richie's pop gave him money for Coney Island. He thanked him by arresting him just to get to Richie. That's how crazy I get. Why is Vicky sitting on the floor?
Well, you know why. Gino, these may be your streets and neighborhood, but there are other police officers.
Okay, young Frank Vicky.
Vicky Dukes.
She's proud of him. Everybody loves him.
Tony needs a father. She needs a husband. We're talking reconciliation over here. Oh!
The divorce is off.
What the fuck, man?
I could do that. That I could do.
This morning it was get to that hearing in one piece.
She wants to sign a lifetime deal.
What kind of a deal?
What are you, Coach K?
Now, here's my favorite part. The killers buzz the intercom first.
Why?
There's a guy on the fire escape ready to shoot, but before he can come through the window and start shooting, the guys downstairs decide to buzz the intercom.
He grabs shotgun off the fridge, shoots the guy through the window. Dumb kid wakes up. He moves them to the bathtub. He has his gun out. He's going through the home. Goons crashing through. He shoots them both. He hides, shoots another guy in the hallway, hides behind a doorway, blindly fires around a corner to kill another guy.
Mm-hmm. Windbreaker guy pops up, gets him point blank, says,
"You are dead,"
but doesn't shoot. Tackles him through a glass door, shattering it.
He shoots the guy on his child's bed. That'll be fun.
That's 6 henchmen, by the way. Another guy at the front door runs out of bullets.
You gonna shoot an unarmed man?
You know what I'm gonna do?
Commit murder in a different way.
Shoves him out the window.
Off the fire escape.
It's murder.
Down to the street.
That's murder.
Of course. No.
No.
I mean, all he does is...
You can say the other ones are self-defense. This is, I'm unarmed, and he puts his hands up. The guard says, no, you must die.
Yeah, the cop would never lie on that.
He killed 7 dudes. Meanwhile, Richie is in the car with Bobby Arms.
Yeah.
So where did the 7 dudes come from?
They were all in the car with him.
You know who's not there? Woman at arms.
And then look at the camera. Break the fourth wall.
He's going to have his family go to a hotel. He'll take care of it right away. Back to the billiard hall. Bobs just walk in. They're looking for Richie.
The song, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune will take you for a ride or whatever.
These random mob guys that we haven't seen before call in the oldest guy in the crew, Rusty. Ass off, Golden Dumpster. Rusty also gets the Larry the Cable Guy award.
Rusty, teach this guy some English. Hey, you fucking brother. You want to give me the fucking right answer? Where's your fucking brother? You're a cocksucker. I'll break your fucking head. Where's your brother? You're both fucking dead, you fucking bums. The two of you, tell him when you see him. Say, Rusty told you you're dead. You're dead, the two of you.
I'm never going to pretend like, oh yeah, I'd stand up to the mob. I know they're bad motherfuckers, right? But whenever I watch The Sopranos and you've got these old fucks like Paulie Nuts and everything, you've got them trying to be tough. I look at them, I'm like, no one's afraid of you. Like, I'm sure you'll kill everybody and everything, but you don't look intimidating. This old guy almost has a heart attack while mushing his broken nose.
Yeah, that's all he did. He just grabbed him by the nose.
Yeah.
No, Rusty's ass off, though. Don't hate on Rusty. Angie jokes about Gino being popular with his neighborhood. He goes to Patty's Club. He finds Terry. He asks about Roxanne. Lives somewhere in Brooklyn, but I don't know where.
Do you know this girl here? And she gasps like Danny Houston.
Who's this Richie to you anyway? A piece of shit. How come you look like you've been crying? I got a fucking migraine. Here, look at this gratuitous Polaroid. She confirms it's Roxanne. Gino asks if she fucked Bobby too.
Takes offense.
She weakly tries to slap him. He blocks it. Don't be that way. Come on, settle down. And there's the last name. It's Ford. Goes to a neon-colored Rolodex, 20CB.
Oh my God, that neon-colored Rolodex? Holy shit.
Color-coded.
He walks out with Terry, gets in the car. Where's the puppy? Did Terry sit on it?
Great question.
She sat in a puddle.
Best case scenario, she's sitting in piss.
And vomit.
Cut to the pool hall. Richie shows up. He's pissed.
This fucking pool hall, man. It's like Grand Central Station.
Richie's disappointed in his brother.
He's mad he didn't whack Gino.
Why didn't you whack him? Richie grabs him by the dick, slaps him around. Vinny crying about how wacko Gino gets.
You must think of me as someone that gives a shit, okay? Gino and me bang heads. They're gonna have to rack him up in a closed casket, huh?
You saying you ain't gonna let him take you?
What are you, a clown? Huh? Take me? Take me where?
They execute Frankie's guys on the stairs.
Yeah, it's a little Cobra formula there. Never mind the bullshit. Where the fuck is he? Over here, Sal.
Boom, boom, boom.
You lose.
Gino sneaking around Roxanne's apartment with a shotgun. She's dead in bed, naked. Polaroids left on her.
I'm surprised he didn't squeeze her ass.
Same note, too. I thought he was going to cop a feel.
It's daytime. There's light outside. Cut back to nighttime with Terry.
Yep.
The editing is superb.
Takes her out, puts her in the car. I wondered, is the dog still there? Orbach shows up, asks who that is. He tells him about the dead body upstairs.
Well, he tells Orbach that Bobby was banging both those broads. When did that confirmation come in?
Terry implied it.
By trying to slap him?
Yeah.
That's not confirmation that she fucked Bobby, too. Then he says to Jerry Orbach, did you have breakfast this morning?
Yeah.
Good, because it ain't pretty.
Cobra formula.
That's breakfast on the Cobra formula.
What does breakfast have to do?
Because he'll throw up because it's so grisly and gross.
So he wants him to throw up food? Or he wants him not to dry heave?
I don't get it, but okay.
Gino is also a Jack Reacher level coroner because he knows that based on the rigor mortis, she's died 24 hours ago before Bobby.
We get the reference from Orbach. I'm getting too old for this shit. Let's go find Richie. And I said, again?
The Spanish kid from the beginning of the movie sees them, calls.
He's Piccolino.
Supercharge it.
I call him the little seltzer water boy from the beginning of the movie.
Richie is back with Rika, wants to have a party, going away party. She says no problem.
Yeah.
Kid calls it in. Richie tells Bobby to
Call up Willie the pimp. You tell him to send over his best broads.
Yeah.
Primo Bucks.
Oh.
Please commit for future reference.
I don't want anybody saying you guys hung out with me just for the money.
It's my night. My last night.
Sure.
Gino shows up at Bobby's house. Wife couldn't sleep. Strolling around the house, finds her purse. Bloody Polaroid from the beginning of the movie.
So she was in on it?
He does a lot of connecting the dots here. Says she found the Polaroid, sent it to Richie in a fit of rage. Bobby was dirty, liked Richie's lifestyle, money, and women. So Lori didn't want to kill him, just wanted to save her marriage.
Whatever.
So she told the unhinged drug addict that they were Eskimo brothers.
Yeah.
Gino pulls up covertly. Where's the dog? He sneaks up with a shotgun. Inside, guys having a good time. They're drinking, they're gambling, music playing, there's women.
The caption from Piccolino says, a hooker Richie used to bang lives next to my uncle. I guess Richie's in the mood.
Yeah.
That's the caption.
But it's also fucked up, Piccolino, because she's not a hooker he used to bang.
Right.
He's banging her who used to be a hooker.
Right.
You got the wrong thing in the past tense there, Piccolino.
Well, he doesn't know about the video store.
That's true. Well, he does. He goes to Blockbuster every once in a while.
Maybe he spent his 6 dead Washingtons there.
I don't think it's a Blockbuster.
Are you guys mentioning the dog throughout your notes now?
Yeah. Where's the dog?
Well, when he gets back in the car after the murder of Roxanne, Terry's gone, and so is the puppy.
You think the waitress took the puppy?
I forgot the dog.
Again.
Until the last scene in the movie.
There's plates of Coke, money, hookers, poker, cheek grabbing. It's a party. Where'd these extra guys come from? How did Bushy disappear for 30 minutes and come back?
Great question.
Sneaky Seagal, once again. He doesn't climb up on the roof this time, but he goes up the stairs, goes inside, sees the sister, shushes her.
What is the layout of this place? There's like a secret hallway around the whole thing?
It's a duplex.
There's an exterior room attic situation around the entire house.
Whatever.
It's Brooklyn. Oh!
He shoots 3 guys. He gets shot in the stomach.
That has absolutely no effect on him.
Just a little bit once again. He grabs it. Yeah. Richie says he's got to go play. Bobby Arms comes out. Gino shoots his fucking ankle off.
Oh, they don't call him Bobby Legs.
Same note too. And Bobby Arms is ass the fuck off trying to process what just happened.
Oh, You took my fucking leg over here.
He just blew it off.
It's incredible acting.
It's incredible special effects.
Yeah, it really is.
It's like the cow in Battlefield Earth.
He pulls Tattoo through the banister, hits him in the brick wall, kicks him in the gut, and it knocks him out.
No, it kills him.
The head smack is what kills him, and he's gushing blood.
He's dead. Tattoo is fucking done. He's not coming back to life, Zach. He's full fast dead.
Don't say that.
Rika tells Gino that Richie's in the bathroom.
Fires through the wall. He's out of bullets.
Richie staggers out. What are you going to do, huh? You going to arrest me, huh?
Gino unloads his gun.
That's a shame. Because those bullets could have saved you a lot of pain.
I like pain, you know.
Tough Gino talk.
Richie charges, which is crazy because that's exactly what Gino wants him to do.
Yeah. Seagal throws him around.
Richie charges again, tackled into the living room.
He's fucking up Rika's place, man.
Charges again, reversed again.
However many rounds is the line? What, 7.5?
Yeah.
Bet the over. Then he starts doing the sudden death.
Yes.
I'm in a kitchen.
Yep.
Anything in here is a weapon.
Anything goes. Knife, table leg, frying pan, all of it.
That frying pan was definitely real.
Oh, for sure. Definitely wasn't styrofoam.
The ADR, when he hits him on the end of the drum.
Bong.
Shit with Looney Tunes, man.
There were some weird levels of gunshots in this movie as well. Some of them were super loud. Some of them were not.
Uh-huh.
Finally, Frankie and his guys show up. Are they going to tie up that plot now too? Gino, 3 quick punches. Richie goes for a corkscrew. That's what Gino uses to disarm, stab him in the head with it. Extremely ass on. That's for Bobby.
I got a corkscrew confiscated from me at the airport recently in Newark.
This is why. Thanks, Seagal.
Well, no, not because of that. She pulls out the little blade that cuts the foil. This is the part that you can't have. And I'm like, I could do way more damage with the corkscrew part.
Oh my God. You know, as a kid, you ever open the drawer and put it between your fingers and be like, just imagine attacking people. No? Am I the only one? Okay. I feel like Zach did do this.
Never once.
Is that before or after Uncle Pino took you to the candy store?
A blink, he's gone. Like a shot, like a bird.
I'm 9 years old.
I'm 9 years old. What am I going to do? I'm 9 years old. I'm in Brooklyn.
Gino lifts Frankie's gun, shoots a dead body with it.
Yeah.
Tell the boss what you did. Do the ritual thing, huh? Put him in a trunk in Jersey. What?
Got to Coney Island.
Yeah.
Vicky wants to have dinner alone sometime. Sure, I won't even bring my beeper. Oh!
Vicky wants a hot dog at 9 a.m.
It's 9 in the morning. Eat over here. You have gangrene by noon.
Seagal, she's not talking about fucking Nathan's.
He brought the fucking beret back.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a leather jacket on.
Yep.
And he's carrying the fucking puppy.
The puppy doesn't walk. It's one of those really shishi puppies that gets carried everywhere.
Vicky's gonna buy him a nice romantic. Some guy bumps into her.
What do you think she was going to buy him?
Hot dog, I thought.
Corn dog, maybe.
Nice romantic hot dog.
Yeah.
Gino turns around angrily and sees the bumper sticker
From the beginning of the movie.
Yo, fuck nuts.
Yo, fuck nuts.
You talking to me?
Yeah, you know, you wouldn't have to be the guy who threw a puppy out of the window of this car the other day.
Yeah, what's your fucking business anyway?
Of course, I'm an animal lover, you know?
Animal lover?
Yeah.
Yeah? Look, asshole, you don't mind your fucking business and stuff. You in a fucking plastic bag, so you are the fucking one. How's that?
You're a tough guy, huh?
Tough guy? I'll show you how fucking tough I am.
My balls. My balls.
Oh, my balls.
Oh, my balls.
Oh, my balls.
Put it in the intro.
That's soundboard worthy. And then the dog pees on him.
Worst ADR
Yeah.
of the dog peeing.
You could hear it coming out of a plastic water bottle.
Oh, Vic, look over here. Is that a police dog or what?
Then we roll credits. I thought these were going to be bloopers.
No.
It's just Seagal doing shit from earlier in the movie that we've all seen.
There's a couple alternate angles.
These are all outtakes and alternate angles.
But it's not bloopers.
Right.
No.
Or deleted scenes.
Wait, you mean I did all this cool shit and it's not making the movie? No, fuck that. You're putting it into the fucking credits.
Greg Allman, Don't Stand in My Way is the song.
Allman Brothers.
I do have to get out of here.
Seatbelts fastened. Tray tables in an upright position. Here we go.
Liftoff?
I mean, I guess the murder of Bobby Lupo.
I had him saying, I gotta do it my way. The captain saying, okay, here's a shotgun. Knock yourself out.
I didn't have a plot lift off. I would probably go with
the Warner Brothers logo.
Yeah, the ominous tone to start as the movie begins. That's how you know shit's about to pop off.
Why don't you try telling us what the fuck happened?
Plot summaries. 91 seconds on the clock. Zach, you picked it.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about this. All right.
Good luck, because it's a mess. 3, 2, 1.
All right, we got Gino Felino. We got Bobby, whatever the fuck his name is, Bobby Flop. They're cops and they're in Brooklyn. And then Richie comes up and just shoots Bobby Flops right in the chest in broad daylight in front of his family. And oh my God, he's going to go on a killing spree. He shoots another woman randomly. He's smoking crack. He's snorting crack, apparently. And look, Gino Felino, you don't kill his partner. You don't kill someone from the neighborhood. He's going to go tell the mobsters, hey, this is one of your guys. I got to go kill him. They're like, hey, we want to kill him. He's like, nah, I got to kill him. So he's on the look for him throughout all of Brooklyn. But he's not running. He's not trying to get out of Brooklyn. He's trying to die in Brooklyn because that's the neighborhood. And that's what you do this since, hey, I was 9 years old. I was with Uncle Pino and he diddled me on the way to the movies one day, but let me beat up a guy in the trunk. And then I learned that I was going to be a cop. And so we go through, he fights a bunch of guys in a pool hall that is the brother of Richie. The mobsters go in, they get shot there, they get killed.
30.
And the entire time, we just keep going back to the pool hall. We go back to some dumb story. We go back to Gino Felino. We find out Gina Gershon is his sister of Richie, and she's a madam maybe, or she used to be a hooker. We don't quite know. What we do know is that she doesn't know where he is. He goes, he eventually finds her because little seltzer guy
10.
dimes him out. He goes in at Julian Margulies. He kills him. He says, hey, I got a dog.
5.
I'm going to go kill the guy that dumped the dog. I'm going to punch him in the balls. He goes, oh, my balls, police dog. Out for justice. I think I got it. I think I got the movie dead on.
3, 2, 1. Oh, Gino Felino is the toughest cop in Brooklyn. He knows better than anybody, but he's a deadbeat dad going through a divorce. Spot on. Gino's best friend Bobby gets shot in broad daylight in front of his family by a crackhead drug dealer named Richie. Gino takes Bobby's death personally, knows Richie won't leave Brooklyn. Police captain lets Gino do it his way with an unmarked, a shotgun, and 0 police work. Meanwhile, the mob is involved somehow. Why? Because it's Brooklyn. Oh, vafangulo.
Oh.
The whole movie takes place in one night somehow. Gino picks up a stray puppy he saw get tossed out a car window. That puppy lives in his car for the next 24 hours. Gino visits Richie's pop, brother, and sister looking for Richie, beats up a butcher shop, wrecks a billiards hall, tells the mafia don he never liked him, gives a couple monologues about growing up in Brooklyn. Oh! Discovers that Richie and Bobby were Eskimo brothers with whoas that worked for Richie's sister. Thanks to some giant Polaroids. Gino's spy, a kid named Piccolino that sold him seltzer on the street, tips him off that Richie is partying at some girl's house. Gino shows up, kills everyone, implicates the mob, ? Reconciles with his wife, goes to Coney Island, eats up the guy who tossed the puppy.
I feel like that was twice as long as what I did. I swear to God, I was doing my plot summary. I blink, plot summaries in Hoboken. So fast.
Like a bird.
Like a shot, like a bird.
All 3, baby. 1, 2.
Look, do me a favor. I don't want to do a countdown before I do the scene.
Countdown.
No countdown. Can we just
Okay,
do it off of action?
Just in your own time. Good. So
I'm not a rocket ship, okay?
All right.
Steven Seagal plays a completely different kind of role than you're probably used to. In this one, he's Gino Tostino Pizza Roll, a cop who plays by his own rules and has a bloodlust for murder. But also, he's Italian, which means he bobs his head a lot when he talks. He's also an animal lover for about 3 minutes of total screen time, just to set up a punchline at the end of the movie. Anyway, another cop named Bobby Lupo is walking to the grocery store with his wife and kids when a gunman named Richie hops out of a car and shoots him in broad daylight. Not that kind of broad. Turns out that poor Bobby, Richie, and Tostino Pizza Roll all grew up together in the same neighborhood in Brooklyn. Forget about it. Seagal ditches his ass-on kid, who he only gets 1 weekend a month, and shows up to the crime scene with no sleeves and a surefire unanimous CT5 hat on. I'm going to summarize the next 70 minutes of this movie. Tostino and the mob separately show up to places, but mostly just this one pool hall, and ask people where Richie is. Seriously, if I have to hear the word,
30.
Where's Richie, one more time, I might take a corkscrew and shove it in my own face. Basically, poor Bobby was banging the same broad with the giant pawpaws that Richie was, and his dumb broad of a wife was the one that snitched to Richie. Oh, I forgot also, earlier in the movie, Testino is driving behind a beat-up Oldsmobile with a 20 CB bumper sticker on it, and the driver tosses out a bag out the window in the middle of the street without even slowing down. Turns out there's a puppy inside the bag.
5.
Testino rescues the puppy, and then prays to the movie writers that he finds that asshole one day. Well, wouldn't you know it, he does. In the last scene of the movie, and he kicks the dude in the balls, and then the puppy pees on him.
Well over.
Oh, and he and his broad ex-wife get back together.
Yeah, come on.
Testino, not the asshole in the Oldsmobile. I realize that we're watching these movies in vastly different ways.
Of course. You guys didn't even have Uncle Pino.
What does every USAA member have in common? Family. We're one big family who supports the military community and their eligible families. And if you, your parent, or spouse served, you could join our family and save big on auto insurance. Visit USAA.com/join today to check your eligibility. Membership eligibility and product restrictions apply and are subject to change. USAA means United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
The new McCrispy Strip is here. Dip approved by ketchup, tangy barbecue, honey mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
Who cares if you lose the game? You got this off your chest. I mean, it's just one night of bar trivia.
One night of bar trivia is sacrosanct to us.
Trivia is sacrosanct. According to William Forsythe, Steven Seagal told him, "You really do need to work on your Brooklyn accent."
The fucking nerve.
Forsythe, a Brooklyn native, replied, "Trust me, you do." Oh!
Got his ass. I didn't pull any trivia, Maze, so you gotta solo today.
Dan Inosanto, a.k.a. Styx, was one of Bruce Lee's best friends. He taught Lee to use nunchaku and was one of 3 people Lee let train others in Jeet Kune Do.
Okay. Well, first of all, Ope.
Hold on.
First of all, Ope.
I can't say Grease Americans.
Jesus Christ, you said it again? Okay. This is the easiest lie to perpetrate, right?
Dude.
Because who's going to fact check that this guy was friends with Bruce Lee?
Really? Let's ask Tony Scott.
You believe one of Seagal's guys?
X-Bank Dukes.
He is also a master stick fighter and has studied multiple disciplines like Eskrima and Salat.
By the way, I can stick fight too. It's just doing this shit. Not actually hitting anyone.
Wait, should we do that at the live show?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get some sticks. And
we should recreate some Seagal shit.
Yeah.
Seagal declared in an interview that the movie's bar brawl was his personal favorite among all fight scenes he's done.
Ever? Or from the movie?
All fight scenes he's done.
Well, I don't know. The fight scene in the prison in Alcatraz in Half Past Dead was pretty good too.
The old Alcatraz?
No. New Alcatraz.
Oh, New Alcatraz. Got it.
It's same site though.
This is the only Seagal movie between 1988 and 1998 to not feature a single explosion.
Oh.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
That's art.
The movie was originally 30 plus minutes longer with some more plot details and character development.
What'd I tell you?
Would have been nice.
Steven Seagal cut some of William Forsythe's scenes because he felt that Forsythe was upstaging him.
Of course.
Because he's an actor.
Yeah.
Michael Elliott re-edited the original cut of the movie. Some scenes were deleted. Others were cut down for pacing. It caused some minor continuity issues and left 2 montage scenes with no dialogue in the finished film.
Sure. By the way, there was an explosion in this movie. It's when the dog was in the car that went like this and then afterwards shit and puked its brains all over the inside of the car.
Despite receiving many negative reviews, this debuted #1 at the box office, making this the 3rd straight Seagal movie to debut at #1.
Of course.
#1? These movies were doing #1?
Dude, come on. April 12th, 1991.
During the filming of the showdown between Gino and Richie, Steven Seagal broke William Forsythe's front tooth when he shoved his face into a brick wall.
Oh, shit.
That's to get back at all that upstaging.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal specifically cast Juliana Margulies, but she didn't enjoy working with him at all. She later said in an interview that she used to see Seagal working on projects for Warner Brothers while she was a regular on ER, and he would always say, Margulies, come over here and show me some respect.
What?
She bluntly said, he's not someone I keep in contact with. Juliana also described a audition at Seagal's hotel room.
Oh, boy.
To Drew Barrymore.
So it was actually the casting director that asked me to go to his hotel room. I had a fourth and final call back the next day, and she called me to say he'd like to run the scene with you. He saw your tape. He thinks you're great. Come to the hotel room. And I didn't want to go because I lived in Brooklyn. I couldn't afford a cab. I was waitressing. I was broke. And she said, "Don't worry. We'll pay for the car. Get a car service, and I'll be here. We're going to run the scene." So I did that. And when I got to his hotel room, the casting director was not there. And it was a frightening moment because he asked me to sit on a couch, and underneath this cushion, I jumped up, there was something hard, and he pulled out a gun and said, I must have left my gun there. I'm 23, and I realized I'm in an action star's hotel room with a gun. I'd never seen a gun before. And he's 6'4". And no one knows where I am. There's no cell phones. There's no one knew where the boyfriend I was living with at the time, he was at work. I hadn't called him to let him know where I was going. And so anyway, the way I diffused the situation was I started thinking fast on my feet, and I was a tough New Yorker. But what did it for me, he asked me to come into the bedroom because he was tired. And he asked to read my palm. And I was like, okay. And he put the gun down, so I was calming down a little bit. And he read my palm and told me that he was a healer and that I had weak kidneys. And I thought, is this the shtick that works on women? This is ridiculous. And I thought, oh my God, he thinks this is going to make me think he's some sort of almighty healer and stay. Anyway, he read the next palm and got in there, whatever, got in there and started giving me more advice about my body and how I could fix it through his healing. The tough New Yorker in me just inwardly was laughing because it was so awful and hilarious that I just sort of stood up and I went, well, that was fun. Thanks about the kidneys, gotta go. And I just ran for the door and, waving, see you tomorrow, can't wait. And I got out of there. So I got to the elevator and realized he hadn't reimbursed me for the money, and I was really broke, and it was midnight now. And there was no way I could take a subway home from Midtown. And I went back and knocked on the door. But I made sure to stay on the other side of the door, and I spoke really loudly, and he sort of had his Cheshire cat grin, and I said, I was told I'd be reimbursed for the car fare. So you need to reimburse me for the car fare. And he reached into his pocket and he handed me money. I didn't look. I ran to the elevator, got in the elevator, looked in my palm. He had given me a $100 bill. I had never seen a $100 bill. And I figured if I just survived in a hotel room with an action star and a gun without getting hurt, I could take a subway ride home and pay off my credit card. So that's what I did. I took the subway home and paid off my credit card.
And that is storytelling. And we have reached out to Steven Seagal, and his reps came back saying that he denies this ever happened. So
3 of the biggest stars of softcore porn thrillers of the 90s.
Dude, I almost wrote down so many fucking titles for this guy, Steve Taylor or something like that.
Shannon Worry, Athena Massey, and Julie Strain are all in this movie for some reason.
This guy, Steve Taylor, though, let me read you some stuff, okay? Chinatown Cheerleaders.
Okay.
There Will Become 9.
Oh, I like that one. You knew I'd like that one.
Face Fucking Incorporated 5.
That's not a softcore title.
Knock Up My Mommy 3.
Oh, shit. Good things have a 3.
Praise the Load 2.
Oh, yeah.
Big Boob Mommies.
Shannon Worry said in an interview that her character in the script was described as, quote, having a body you needed climbing gear for, i.e., mountainous.
The Whole Enchilada 2.
No.
Even though other people had a hard time working with Seagal, she said they got along fine because she insulted him during the audition. According to her, she wore a tight orange halter tank top, a short, tight black skirt, and a little yellow ribbon around her neck. When Seagal walked in, he asked, "What the fuck is the ribbon for?" She replied, "I'm trying to draw your eyes upward, so when you say you're looking at my ribbon and you're really looking at my tits, then I don't have to beat the shit out of you." He liked that.
Gobble the Goop 3.
Gobble the what?
Goop.
Oh, I thought it was another one. I was like, whoa.
Director John Flynn later recalled, I really liked working with Bill Forsyth and Jerry Orbach and all those guys in the car who played the killers, but I didn't get along with Steven. He was always about an hour late for work and caused a lot of delays. Flynn claimed the original title was The Price of Our Blood, meaning Mafia Blood. But Warner Brothers said no. It had to be a 3-word title like the other Steven Seagal films, Above the Law and Marked for Death.
Hard to argue.
Who's that girl for?
Is it Who's That Man? Is that what you said?
Who's that girl for?
Oh, who's that girl? Who's that girl?
Seagal rewrote the script completely, feeling that Hill's screenplay didn't reflect the reality of Brooklyn or the animosity between Gino and Richie.
What did I tell you? It's all his vision, his version of what fucking Brooklyn Italians are.
Also, Ass Takers 3.
Oh, wow.
Bring Young 22. Bring
Oh, like BYU.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At one point, Seagal was driven to tears on set when a light went out in his trailer. He attempted to blame the mishap on a Teamster and have him fired, but was unsuccessful.
What part of that drove him to tears?
Fuck if I know.
That's fuck if I know 7 that this guy starred in, apparently.
Seagal offered producers $1 million to take the dog who played Carraggio home. He was turned down over concerns for the dog's safety.
I forgot about you. I forgot I had you, or whatever he said.
And to this date, the only Seagal movie shot in New York, though it was mostly filmed in South Los Angeles because they ran out of time and went over budget and had to relocate shooting.
Sure.
Keanu's home video that Zach sent in the chat because he's...
I'm not going to say it.
Too afraid to say it.
Oh, wow. Come on, man.
Oh, come on me. I didn't do it.
I'd like you all to do an experiment on a plant, something that may benefit mankind. And if you devise something that's groundbreaking, I guarantee you a A in this course.
Whoa, hold on, man. You firing me? You can't do that, Lionel. Look, man, if you don't want me to have a foreman job, I understand, but I need my fucking job, man.
Luigi Pinocchio Accent Award. Steven Seagal Brooklyn. Oh, or Steven Seagal Speaking Italian.
Oh.
It's Steven Seagal.
You have to choose.
Not speaking Italian, but when he sprinkles Italian words in there.
Yeah.
Like marron and all that.
Fanokes. Yeah.
So it's Brooklyn.
That's Brooklyn?
Yeah.
That's Seagal Brooklyn.
Seagal Brooklyn. Notice the only black people in Brooklyn was the pimp and then the homeless guy that he yelled at when he said, did you hear what she asked me?
What she asked?
Let's show them who the horsemen are, guys.
Yeah, we got soul.
Five Horsemen.
Ooh.
20 CB.
Yes.
Brooklyn.
Yes.
Montage. TGT. Head cocking.
Yep.
Looking Italian. Something Italian. Italian's position.
Tough guy talk, Italian's position, and 20 CB. Those are the 3.
Mm-hmm. Tough Gino talk.
Whatever you want to put for the G.
Yeah.
Gibberish, Gino.
Gee, this guy's Italian. I think it's Italian's position. It encompasses everything.
It encompasses everything, but what sealed it for me is when he started telling a story about the old world. When the term the old world came up, I was like, okay, that's it.
So he's second generation?
First generation.
Allegedly.
I guess.
He's half and half Italian.
Well, he'd lead you to believe that he is actually half and half Italian.
And half something else, too. He's got a lot of halves to him. Half past dead.
Half past dead. Seen that too.
Breathe in through nose, out the mouth.
Ass on, ass off.
Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex. Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex.
Ass on, fuck it, ass off. Ass on, fuck it, ass off.
Michael Bean Memorial Ass On Award. Joe Ciampa as Vicky Foligno. Seagal as Gino Foligno.
This is for Ass On?
Yeah.
No.
I've got Tony, Vic, Tostino, any number of Italians.
I've got when Wheels dies. He jumps out of his wheelchair.
Zach, I've explained this to you. The bullet re-energized the nerves.
Is this one of the deleted scenes from the extra half hour?
Yeah.
We see all the fusing happening.
It's like Wolverine. The good news is he regained the use of his legs. The bad news is he died instantly.
Yeah.
It's either Vic, Tony, or Seagal. It's one of the family.
It's Vic. Vic's pretty bad.
You want some asparagus?
She's terrible. I would give it to Seagal, but I get it.
No, let's give it to Seagal.
No way, man. Seagal gave you a tear.
One, he didn't.
He got pepper sprayed.
And two,
he cried more about the light going out in this trailer.
Are we judging Seagal based off his acting or based off his acting on what he believes Brooklyn to be?
Don't move the goalposts on me.
I'm asking questions. So if we believe it to be based off what he believes Brooklyn to be, he's pretty ass off.
Okay, well then what about his writing of what he believes Brooklyn to be? Is that ass on?
All right, give it to Seagal.
Seagal the writer.
Yeah.
The thing that's interesting about him is that he's never credited as a writer.
No.
But the trivia always makes it clear.
It always says he rewrites everything.
Yeah.
He seems like he has Final Cut too.
Right.
Final Cut Pro.
He's such an egomaniac. It seems like he would want his name in there as much as possible, but it never is.
Yeah.
Carl Weathers Memorial Ass Off Award. Rusty, the 85-year-old enforcer.
Yes.
Juliana Margulies.
It's not Rusty.
Rusty's on the list.
John Toles Bay is Pizza Coley Pimp.
He's great.
Gina Gershon is Patty Madonna. William Forsythe is Richie Madonna.
I thought Willie the Pimp was going to come back when they did the party.
Me too.
Was that the same pimp?
Yeah. Isn't that Willie?
I don't know.
There's only one pimp in this neighborhood.
There's only one pimp in the neighborhood, but Mr. Pizza Coley Pimp was named King.
Oh.
I got some other names for you here, Maze. To Miss Jerry Orbach.
I don't think he's that good.
He wasn't that good in this movie.
What are you talking about?
No, you just love him from whatever fucking show he's on.
Bobby. Bobby's wife.
Bobby's wife was terrible.
Richie's mom.
Oh, Richie's mom.
Gino.
What about the whole Madonna family?
Gino. Oh.
Benny's okay.
Benny was fine. The dad was,
Uncle Junior.
I'd give it to the Madonnas.
Yeah, let's give it to the Madonnas.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Are you good at keeping secrets?
Absolutely.
Because I've got a present for you. Secret present outside by the dumpster.
Is it a baseball mitt?
It fits you like a baseball mitt, like a glove. I hope.
Golden Dumpster nominees. Pizza Coley Pimp opening scene. Gino's deep V vest and beret ensemble. Tossing a puppy in a trash bag out the window of a moving car. Whose hot dog is this? Is that yours? Plops it in a beer. How you doing, Patty? I can still get it wet. You know I haven't gotten no pussy since 1969.
Mm-hmm.
Patty calling her crack addict brother a vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving a puppy in the car for the entire movie.
Mm-hmm.
Rusty, the 85-year-old enforcer.
Jerking your gherkin? Or is that all part of No Pussy Since 69?
I think that's all part of it, yeah.
Bobby mumbling after he got shot. Poor Bobby. Seagal telling his kid to go get your stuff and then kicking him in the rear. The hook asking him, wanna fuck? And then him laughing and says, did you hear what she said?
What did she say?
Driving off.
Seagal formula.
Cut him a new ass. Ha ha ha. Used in tying. And the dog with the golden shower dumpster at the end.
There's also the reference that her nipples could dial a phone.
I'm going to go with the death of Bobby. Him talking to himself.
Yeah.
Giving himself a pep talk.
You know what? I'm going to go when he shoots Bobby Arm's foot off.
Oh, fuck, man.
That's a great bit of practical effects. It's a great bit of acting. That's my golden dumpster.
Man, I really want to pick leaving a puppy in the car for the entire movie, but I'm going to go with the deep V vest and beret ensemble.
It's a great pick.
Well, Zach, you picked it, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. I like that.
Overfile.
I love Seagal movies. This is one of the best ones, in my opinion. It's fantastic. It's well-paced. It's authentically Brooklyn. It's about as like early 90s Brooklyn as you get. He's so bad in it that he's great. Gina Gershon's in it. It's an easy file. Such an easy file for me.
Mace?
Amin said that he was laughing harder the first 15 minutes of this movie than any movie since Horrible Bosses 2.
Horrible Bosses 2, yeah.
For the first 15 minutes.
Quite a statement. I think Marked for Death is better. I thought Hard to Kill was funnier.
Really?
With the coma shit in the house.
Okay, the coma's great, but his version of what Italian American is?
The moment he started talking, man.
Come on, don't be a fanoke.
He didn't say Goomba. I was surprised.
He is not doing the Brando voice.
No, he's not.
For the first time.
He's doing De Niro.
He just moved to a different actor from The Godfather.
There's a lot of insane shit. There's a lot of insane lines. There's a lot of profanity.
Yeah.
There's a lot of golden dumpsters. There's a lot of weird stuff. There's a lot packed in. By the time we're 40 minutes into the movie, I kind of can't believe how much has already happened, while also nothing has happened.
Right.
Because all he has to do is find one guy and kill him, and he can't do it.
Where's Richie?
What's the mob doing? No fucking idea. Where's the puppy? Is it peeing itself? Why are there so many softcore porn stars and giant Pope Polaroids?
Because it's Seagal.
Exactly. Man, I am so close to my Steven Seagal capacity. It's a tepid file. I don't want to see him again. Don't pick another rental for him, Zach.
It's a file. That's all I heard.
Amin Phober file.
It's a file, man. The trailer nailed it. The trailer didn't communicate how funny the movie was.
It's hilarious.
I was howling with laughter. I don't care if it's intentional or not, by the way. I don't give a shit. That's why with Zach, that dark comedy, I was like, yeah, I could see it.
You send us your Phober file, Golden Dumpster, Ass On, Ass Off Awards, Five Horsemen, Lewis Pinnock, Plot Liftoff, at Talk Hoops, at Darth Amin, at Corn Puzzle, at Cinephobe Pod, at Count the Dings. We're dropping that Discord, patreon.com/Count the Dings.
Next time we make love, you introduce me to Jade.
Maze, what's next?
I went into my daisy chain search process open-minded, not sure where I was going to go. And then I found a shitload of connections to a shitload of things. Looking Italian is on Tubi. It's a mythological cinephobe movie.
Let's do that.
Guess what came out today?
What?
Amy Schumer in Kinda Pregnant.
Oh, that's right. Netflix. That's a good threat for Amin.
So between the daisy chain of Looking Italian or the original Cinephobe art. But I think both of those movies are going to be horrible.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go off of 1991 to a movie that's been heavily requested. Nothing But Trouble.
Oh, okay.
Dan Aykroyd, Demi Moore, John Candy.
Chevy Chase is Nothing But Trouble?
Oh, yeah.
It is on Tubi or Plex.
Fuck Masterplex.
Or YouTube TV.
Got to figure out how I'm going to daisy chain out of this.